Hi. Okay, let's read a passage on friction. So I'm going to read this, and I'll put my video in below the description box. So you read along with me, and then refer back to the passage when you're answering your questions. Okay. There are 10 questions, and they are mostly like essay questions. Like just fill in your question. They're not multiple choice. All right, friction. Try rubbing your hands together fast. Do you feel the heat? If not, try rubbing them harder. By rubbing them together, you are generating heat and therefore friction. Friction is a force, the resistance of motion, and when one object rubs against another. Anytime two objects rub against each other, they cause friction. It works against the motion and acts in the opposite direction. The amount of friction depends on the materials from which the two surfaces are made. For example, rough surfaces like rock and sand create more friction than smooth surfaces like glass and ice. It is harder to move things when there's a lot of friction, holding them back. For example, you have to push a box using more power to get it moving on carpet than you would a tile floor. There is more friction between the carpet and the box than there is between the tiles and the box. Did you know that if friction did not exist, you would slip and slide around whenever you take a step? The friction between your shoes and the floor stop you from slipping. It would be very tough just to stand up without friction. There are three different types of friction: dry friction, fluid friction, and rolling friction. Dry friction occurs when two solid objects touch each other. If they are not moving, it is called static friction. If they are moving, it is called kinetic or sliding friction. Fluid friction involves fluid air or air. Submarine moving through water is an example of fluid friction. Lastly, rolling friction occurs when a round surface rolls over a surface. For example, a bowling ball or truck tires have rolling friction. Okay, so let's think about the friction real quick. So the three different types. Dry friction occurs when two solid objects touch each other. If they are not moving, it's called static, and if they are moving, it's called kinetic or sliding. Fluid friction involves fluid or air, so like a submarine, or what about a plane? So a plane would be fluid friction as well. And rolling friction occurs when a round surface, like a ball, rolls over a surface. Okay. All right. Answer the questions below. They are mostly answered. There's a couple choice answers, but they're mostly essay answers. Bye.